Good evening, all. I hope you've had a good Sunday. I worked today. Whew. It wasn't terrible, but I was pretty busy. It was pretty steady, but it was a good day. No complaints. None. My medical bills, you can mail them to DeSantis. Mail these to him. My Shinko will take care of them. That's what I have to say about that. 10 million goes missing and it just gets swept under the rug. To me, that's a little interesting. It needs a little bit more of a look-see daisy. A little bit more of an investigation, I'd say. A lot of things need more investigation, to say the least, outside of just Charlie Kirk. There's a lot of investigating that needs to happen. Truth be told, no doubt, that's in all states. That's in all facets of everything. That's what's sad. That's what's sad, is we all know it. You can see it so clear as day. That's why everything's so imbalanced. And you know the people that are a part of it, and you know the people that are not. That's also something you can tell. You can see very evidently, unfortunately. And the people that are just on the bad side of their choices, man. Where their choices catch up to them, You can have the most money in the world. You can have everything. You can have absolutely everything. And then you end up with everything and you're still landing with your conscience. Because you know what you do. You know what you did. You know what you've had to do. And it is bothersome. No matter how they fake it. You can just see through it. You just can. And it's sad to see. In reference to humble pies. Yeah, there's a lot of people that need humble pies. No doubt. And what I've found in my walk, in my venture, if you go into this world and be unbothered and be happy and peaceful with the things that you have and the life that you have, the breath in your lungs, that hands out humble pies for some, for whatever reason they got going on, that hands out humble pies. Sometimes your breath in your lungs hands out humble pies for some people. Isn't that crazy to think? It is true, though. It is true. Based off things that I've seen, based off things that I have been through, that was the biggest thing for me to wrap my little head around, because I'm not the smartest one in the bunch, right? Is to wrap my head around to the psychological and mental warfare that I was put through with me and my son, to put me at such a low state of mind to where I would take my own life. With just things that were strategically placed in my life, situations and circumstances, people that showed up at certain places with so-and-so and so-and-so. It's absolutely crazy, the extent level that people have went to get me in a negative headspace to where I do take my own life or act out of character or do something stupid. Do something that they do in the dark, which is crazy to me because they know what they do. They know what they are a part of. Some deep, deep, deep dark secrets. Blood on the hands, no doubt, in different ways, for sure. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's not that I'm not unaware of the things that follow me or the peculiarness. People say attacks. I don't even think of them as attacks. In different ways in the past, like this last year, I see it completely differently. But before that, I did feel like I was under attack. It was crazy. It was just coming at me at all angles. All angles. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I had no idea what was going on. None. But I just every day kept trudging along, being the best version of myself, being me. And seeing things the way that I see them, approaching things the way that I approach them, and the way that I always have, In different ways I've grown, but I'm still me. And so it was just so crazy. It's still so crazy to wrap my head around the whole thing, truthfully. But I've come to the realization in my walk that if there's things, then the nitty-gritties and the details, if there's rooms that I was not in, there's rooms that I'm not in now, there's conversations that I don't know about, outside of the ones that I intuitively pick up on, I'm not designed to know those. Those are not in my destined plan to know. What I'm supposed to know, I find out. Some way, shape, or form. It might take years, it might take months, it may just take a minute and I'll figure it out. But some way, shape, or form, I'll figure it out. Whatever I'm supposed to know. And that's just the kind of the way it's worked in my life. Unfortunately. And it's just one of those things. For some reason, we live in a corrupt, deceptive world right now. And I see that it's always been that way, but this day, right now, this minute, it's different. It's different. And we all know it. We can feel it. People ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing just as good as you are. Making it work, making it happen one day at a time. My gosh. What do people expect? What do you expect exactly out of this whole thing? What was the expectations? What was the outcome that people were looking for? I don't even think they know that answer at this point. I don't. And I think the problem is, because it's went on so long, because I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing, there's that factor. I'm of my mind. I'm growing stronger by the day. Exhausted, though. I'll give you that. I'm definitely exhausted. However, I'm used to being exhausted. Most people are exhausted. It's the American way to fight that American dream. To be exhausted while you're doing it. To be a robot. Right? And so it's one of those things. But I find that when you look at life and take it for what it is, instead of always looking at the negative things and the negative way that people act, it'll bring you down. It's going to make you feel nasty. If you focus on all the negative, it just is. And then somewhere down the road, you turn to a negative person. And all you talk about is negative things. Or you fixate on negative things, or better yet, you create negative distractions. Because for some reason, we live in a world that likes to focus on the negative instead of the positive. For whatever reason. I don't know. You can turn on any TV. Aside from the series and the sitcoms and the Hallmark movies, it mainly focuses on negative. I've been so dehydrated lately, but it's kind of a rambling video. I love you guys though, but I hope everybody has a good night and sweet dreams.